Hey guys, so over the last 4 or 5 days, CES has been going on in Las Vegas. And it would have been really hard to have to cover it every single day and recap all the news every single day. So I thought at the end I would just do one long video of all the good things that happened in CES. So, to start out, obviously tons of new gadgets, devices, cars, TVs, everything has been showcased at CES this year. But to kick off our recap, I want to talk about Netflix, which has really done really well at CES this year. They announced a ton of 4K content on their website for people to watch, and companies like LG, Sony, Samsung, and Panasonic have all announced that Netflix will be on their smart TVs and being enabled to stream in 4K. And, 3D used to be the big thing, however it didn't really take off because there was not much 3D content. But Netflix is already saying that House of Cards is going to be released in 4K, and Sony also is helping out with that by rerunning Breaking Bad in 4K. And this is just really good for companies like Sony and Samsung and LG because this really saves them, because there isn't going to be much 4K content. However, if it is on Netflix, it could really help these companies with 4K. Now, to move on to another company who released a TV, LG released a curved 4K 105-inch TV that curves. So it's on electronics, so the screen's flat, and then when you flip a switch, it starts to curve, around this way. It doesn't go the other way. It curves like the LG G Flex. And Pebble also released their new operating system for watches, and they also released a new smartwatch, the Pebble Steel, which is more expensive than the current smartwatch at $250. But it is made out of actual metal, brushed metal, and it comes with a leather watch strap that you can swap out for no extra cost. However, the biggest story of the first couple days of CES, the first half of CES, was Samsung announced 4 new tablets. They announced they are all Pro devices running Samsung's new Magazine UX operating system. These new devices are the Galaxy Tab 8.4, 10.1, and 12.2 Pro, and the Galaxy Note 12.12 Pro. These new Pro devices are a part of Samsung's new operating system. It is much different than TouchWiz, and in my opinion, much better. It is more like Windows 8. It is similar to the Galaxy Note 3's Magazine app. However, it is your home screen. You can customize it, and the tablets even have new multitasking features where you can have 4 windows open at once. This is really good for the 12.12-inch one because it takes use of the whole screen. These are all set to launch this quarter, first quarter 2014. Lenovo has also released a big product. In the last couple of days, they released a ThinkVision 28. The unique part of this is that it is a 4K 28-inch desktop that dual boots Android and Windows 8. I think this is a great feature on a computer because you have the ability to work with Windows 8, but you can still have the app ecosystem of Android. Toyota released their ACV car that runs on hydrogen. Its engine converts hydrogen into electricity, and the tank fills up in 3 minutes and has a range of 300 miles. Now, Ford also wanted to announce an alternative energy car. They announced their C-Max concept car. This car is the same thing. C-Max Energy. It's the same car as the C-Max, except this can be fully charged with solar power. If you park it under a shadow thing, it amplifies the light onto it, kind of like a magnifying glass amplifies light. It takes the battery 12 hours to charge, and you only get a range of 21 electric miles. However, this is a hybrid. I think this is pretty much absolutely useless because you want to use your car in the day, but then you can either charge a regular car, like a regular electric car, with a a plug, like that. For example, the Tesla, and then it takes like 2 hours to charge. And Tesla even has superchargers, which have 20 minutes to charge. And I mean, then you get 300 miles of range. This takes 12 hours to charge, and you get 21 miles of range. It's pretty much useless by Ford, but it is a step in the right direction for solar energy in cars. Huawei announced one phone at their event. It was the Huawei Ascend Mate 2. This phone is nice, however, this phone is kind of nice, however, the specs aren't that high. It has a 4,050 milliamp hour battery, and it can charge other devices. This is really the best feature of this phone, because say your phone has, your tablet's running low on battery and you're using it to work, you can use your phone and drain the phone's battery to plug it into the tablet, because the phone's battery is huge. It has 16 gigabytes of internal storage with micro SD card up to 64 gigabytes. A 6.1-inch 720p display, and a 1.6 gigahertz Qualcomm Snapdragon 400, and 2 gigabytes of RAM. All these specs aren't that good, but it is meant to be a mid-range device, and even with a 13 megapixel camera, that is still pretty good. Now, Sony announced two variations of their flagship Z1, the Z1S and the Z1 Compact. The Z1 Compact has a 4.3-inch screen, and the rest of the specs are the same as the Z1. However, they also use an IPS screen instead, and the Z1S is a T-Mobile variant. ZTE announced two good phones, the 5S Mini and the Nubia 5S. The 5S has a 5-inch 1920 by 1080p at 440 ppi. It has a 13 megapixel camera. It also has a loudspeaker and voice commands. 5S Mini has the same specs, yet a 4.7-inch screen. There have been lots of TVs, curved TVs from Samsung, LG, like I said before, but HTC, just to move back into the phones to a big company, HTC had like no action at this event, but I would like to mention that they did release one thing, the Gold HTC One, which will currently be available in Europe. This is not the 24-karat one. It is just the exact same price, just in a champagne-like color. It's currently available in Europe, and LG announced their LifeBand smartwatch and activity tracker. There have been some game simulators that these are fully virtually reality systems. You can play your favorite games. To mention some companies, Oculus Rift made some of these. Toshiba also released a 5-in-1 concept PC. This PC has a detachable keyboard, but it's not like anything that is out there. So it's kind of hard to explain, so check out the video in the description below for this. And to end off our CES, I would like to talk about a small company that released a product called Finn. It is a ring motion controller for your device, and you can use it to answer calls and stuff just by your thumb. So check it out in the description below. And for some of the videos, I would like to thank TechCrunch and Endagadget for the videos down below. And this has been our CES recap, so thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe down below. Really does help me. Thanks, guys.